Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieve this no makeup look. So today I thought it would be a good idea to show you a full face of a true no makeup look. This is kind of the look you want, especially recently, like when you're going out and you don't want to put on a full face, but you want to feel put together. You want to feel like your complexion is even, like you look alive, you look radiant, but you're not wanting to put on a full foundation, full blush, full bronzer, contour, you know, the whole works. Especially right now with having to still wear masks when you go out in public. I want to look nice, but I don't want to feel the heaviness or to feel like my face is melting off under my mask. So I found a few of these products from my latest video, a full face of makeup from Essence. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it for you above and below. And then some of these other products are things I have been working with for a while that I feel like all put together would really contribute to this look. So first of all, I did go ahead and do my sunscreen, my canmake mermaid gel. So next I'm going to go in with brows. Now normally I go in with my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown. However, for this no makeup look, that color is too dark. Like, it looks good when I have a full face on and it makes my brows stand out, but when I'm going a lot lighter and much more natural with my makeup, I want something to balance that out. So I'm going to be using the Eyebrow Designer pencil. This is in the shade Soft Blonde. This is just a regular pencil product, and when I used it in that Essence video, I just thought it looked so, and I know you're gonna hear this word 100 times, natural. Like, it just looked very clean, very easy, and I feel like it's really going to make my eyebrows look nice but not look so dark and so potent for lack of a better word as it would with my normal Wet n Wild brow pencil. What I like about this brow pencil for this particular look is that it's not really giving me anything extra. Like, it's not adding any type of brow-like hair strokes. It's not filling in really anywhere where I normally would go in with like my NYX Lift and Snatch brow pencil. It really is just giving me pigment in my natural brow hairs. So it just keeps the brow looking very soft, but giving me a little bit of color so that they do stand out a little bit more than they would just naturally, or if I didn't put any type of product in them at all. And there we have it, very, very light, which I like. The next step in my routine is to color correct because we are going very light, so I do want to take away the redness in my cheeks and my chin. Normally I would go in with my Stila One Step Correct in Kitten, but today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Magic Anti-Redness Correcting Primer. So I am just going to pump a little bit of this into my hands, really shear it out, and instead of swiping, I am just going to lightly pat that in to where I want to remove the redness. So that's going to be my cheeks, under my nose, on my nose, and my chin. And so we are going to let that sit for just a second because obviously since I just touched and rubbed my face, it is going to still look red. So let's go ahead and do eyes. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. This is in the shade Fair 10C. This is a really nice no makeup concealer because it does brighten my under eyes and it does give me coverage from the purple, but it doesn't look like makeup. It doesn't look heavy or cakey or anything. It just honestly brightens. It's really nice. I actually compared it in one of my videos to the Becca under eye primer, and actually the Becca in comparison to this gives the skin a more glossy look but didn't actually cover the purple as much as this e.l.f. So I do prefer this e.l.f., which is amazing because even in the Becca, the miniature, this is a fraction of the price. This is like $5 or under, and it really does a nice job. I'm also just using that as my eye primer and also to kind of cancel out the redness on my eyelids. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a one shadow and be done. So today I'm going to be using this single shadow from Maybelline. This is in the shade Nude Glow, and I honestly am just going to use my finger and apply some of this to the lid. I just want a little bit of color, a little bit of shimmer, nothing crazy, nothing over the top. There we have it. So next we're going to go into mascara, although I am going to curl my lashes. Now for mascara, you can use obviously whichever one you like, whichever one is your preference. For me, I want something that is going to hold my curl and give me volume, because my lashes are, you know, short and small. So for this natural look, I kind of want to emphasize like the naturalness of my lashes versus making them look done up, I guess. So I'm gonna use my Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara. With this look, I don't really bother doing anything on the lower lash line. No eyeshadow, no mascara. I just kind of leave it as is. So now let's go on and finish the face. Alright, for face, again, from my Essence video, we're going to go in with the My Skin Perfector Tinted Primer. The Instant Blur Effect Natural Matte Finish. This is in the shade 05 Fair Neutral. When I used this the first time, I really have to say it does have a blurring effect. It is very moussey in texture, and again, this is tinted, so there's just a slight bit of color. Nothing major, nothing over the top. So what I do is I just massage it between my fingers, and I'm just going to massage it in to my skin. So I have never had this issue before with the L'Oreal Magic Anti-Redness, but when I went to blend in the Essence tinted primer, it actually caused the L'Oreal to peel up off my skin. So I went ahead and wiped everything off, well, my face. I went ahead and reapplied sunscreen as well as the e.l.f. under my eyes. So while I wanted to keep this drugstore, sometimes high-end products are high-end staples for a reason. So this time we are going to go in with the Stila One Step Correct in Kitten. So I'm just going to squeeze some of this into my hands and rub this on to the center of my face. And we'll see if we have the same issue. If we have the same issue again, then the issue is the tinted primer. If we don't, then the issue was the L'Oreal. So let me just pat that in. I'm going to give that just a second to sit, kind of soak in, and then we'll go in with the tinted primer. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Was it the tinted primer or was it the L'Oreal? So I'm now going to take some of this onto my hands, shear it out like before, and let's rub it in. Okay, yeah. There's no peeling this time, so unfortunately the L'Oreal does not react well with this tinted primer. So I'm just going to massage that in all over my face. Go in with just a little bit more on my forehead. You really do, I think, want to massage this in with your fingers. It just really presses it into your fine lines and wrinkles and really achieves that blurred effect. Let me make sure I've got that all blended in. Like, I wish you could see how blurred I look right there. It's amazing. Even my cheeks look nice. So there we go. And of course my cheeks still are a little red, but that's because I've been rubbing all over them multiple times now, unfortunately, to try to remedy this situation. Okay, so next. For my face, I really don't do bronzer. I feel like once I do bronzer, it looks good, but it almost like takes it up a notch more so than a more natural look. So I kind of just don't really bother with bronzer. If I felt like I needed bronzer, what I do is I go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's kind of the lightest, most sheerest bronzer that I own. And instead of going in with my normal bronzer brush from e.l.f., which is the pointed powder brush, it's much more dense and it's going to pack on more pigment. I've used this one from Eco Tools that is more of this duo fiber diffused brush. Just lightly tap into it, and I don't even sweep. I literally just kind of pounce it onto my forehead ever so slightly. Like, honestly, you may not even be able to tell a difference. That's how light I'm going in with the bronzer. Okay, and then for blush, kind of in that same fashion, I normally would go in with this brush from Japanesque, this angled blush brush. and it's going to give me a much more dense, much more pigmented look. So instead, I'm going to go in with this brush from Sigma, this contour blush brush. That again is kind of that duo fiber brush that is going to give me a more diffused, less pigmented look. So kind of along the same lines as this one from EcoTools. So really, if you don't want to pay for a Sigma brush, this brush would do the same job for your blush. It's just not going to be angled. So I'm going to go in with the blushlighter from Essence. This is in the shade Peachy Dawn. And because I'm going to use this as my blush and highlighter, I'm not going to go over in this section so much. I'm going to stay in these two sections over here. So I'm just going to take it, sweep it, and then just kind of pat that up and swipe it up into where I normally would do my highlighter. And then really the last thing I do is lips. And so for me, I have been enjoying the Nuetrogena Moisture Smooth Color Sticks. I have this one in Classic Nude, which is very brown, and then I have this one in Pink Nude, which obviously is going to be more pink. So today I'm going to go with the pink one. And so this is just going to give my lips some color, some moisture, but not be too overbearing. And then lastly, I may go over with a little bit of Catrice just to give me a little bit of glow. And that is it. This is my real deal no makeup look. I feel refreshed, but I also don't feel like when I put on a mask or go outside or do anything that my face is going to just melt right off of me and slide down my neck. So in total, we have 9 products, and you could potentially go in with one brush if you want to use this for your bronzer and for your blush highlighter. So with these products, I feel good. Like I feel like I've taken care of a lot of that purple under my eyes with the e.l.f. brightener, but I also don't feel heavy. I don't feel cakey. I honestly don't feel like I really need to set with powder or anything like that, because everything was just so sheer and so sheer and so light of application. When I look at my face in the mirror, I look blurred, I look even, I look... Honestly, the blushlighter I think is my favorite. Probably that and the Tinted Skin Perfector. It just makes your face look so blurred. Like, I know there's a lot of products that claim to blur. You don't always really see that, but this is like, yes, I can see the blurring effect on my cheeks. Like, my pores look so blurred, even my nose, and especially right here in between my brows. It's a really nice product. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieve this no makeup look.